Week 15 of the fantasy basketball season. Here's a few guards I looked at off the wire this week. So after a big week of trades, and obviously the blockbuster trade that sent shockwaves through the NBA with Luka Doncic, Anthony Davis in that three-team trade. Here's a few guards I looked at off the wire this week. The first guard, Ty Jerome of the Cleveland Cavaliers. In the offseason, he pretty much was a depth signing as a third-string point guard, but he's definitely been playing more over the last couple weeks and putting up numbers as Jerome. One of the better seasons in his NBA career on the year, 11.3 points a game, 2.3 rebounds, 3.4 assists, 1.2 steals, 1.5 threes, and 51% from the field in the last couple weeks, 16.5 points a game, 2.8 boards, 3.5 assists, 1.5 steals, 2.3 threes, and 53% from the field. So Jerome, like I said, he's playing 25-30 minute range for this Cavalier team. And we know this Cav team, them and the Thunder, the two best teams in the NBA. And Ty Jerome's definitely been a big part this season for this Cav team. January 29th at Miami, 20 points, 3 boards, 7 assists, a steal, 2 threes, 50% from the field. January 30th versus the Hawks, 20 points, 2 boards, 6 assists, 2 steals, a 3, 81% from the field. And February 2nd versus the Mavs in the 43-point victory, 12 points, 3 boards, 5 assists, 3 steals, 2 threes, 41% from the field. So 3-point shooting, scoring, and assisting the basketball, and a decent stealer as well, Ty Jerome. So right now, he could give fantasy owners 4 or 5 categories as Jerome, and he's available still in tons of fantasy leagues at 76%. The next guard, Malik Beasley of the Detroit Pistons. I mentioned Beasley as an ad last week, and he's one of the better 3-point shooters in all the NBA this season is Malik Beasley. And amongst the league leaders, him and Anthony Edwards in made threes on the year, 16.3 points a game, 2.9 rebounds, 1.8 assists, 3.8 threes a game, and 43% from the field. In the last couple weeks, he's kept it up, especially shooting that 3-ball, 17.3 points a game, 2.4 boards, 1.9 assists, 1.1 steals, 4.4 threes, and 48% from the field here for Beasley. So, like I said, one of the better 3-point shooters in the league, playing good minutes at the shooting guard position, about 25-30 minutes a game as well for this Piston team. January 29th at the Pacers, 20 points, 2 boards, 2 assists, a steal, 6 threes, 54% from the field. January 31st versus Dallas, 9 points, 2 boards, 3 threes, 33% from the field. And February 2nd versus the Bulls, a nice game, 19 points, 2 boards, 5 assists, 3 steals, 5 threes, 53% from the field. So pretty much it's going to be 3-point shooting, scoring, and steals is what Malik Beasley is going to bring fantasy owners. And that's actually fine. If you just need some specialty guys with certain categories, Beasley obviously one of the better 3-point shooters in the league. And right now he's available in tons of fantasy leagues still at 62%. The next guard, Ayo Damusu of the Chicago Bulls. So the Bulls, they were involved in that 3-team trade with the Aaron Fox going to the San Antonio Spurs. And obviously they got rid of Zach LaVine, even though they brought on Zach Collins, Kevin Huerter. But Damusu, he's going to get a lot of playing time for this Bull team, and he's been pretty decent this year. And right now he's available in tons of fantasy leagues still, in 68% on the year, 12.2 points a game, 3.7 boards, 4.6 assists, 1.4 threes, and 48% from the field. In the last couple weeks, 11.7 points a game, 2.8 boards, 3.8 assists, 2.3 threes, and 43% from the field. So Damusu, like I said, Zach LaVine gone in the trade, even though Kevin Huerter, I believe, if he stays with this team, unless they flip him in a deal or buy him out and he goes to a contender, is Kevin Huerter. I still believe Damusu is going to get the starting nod and big minutes. And this Bull team, they're open for business pretty much, except for Silas and Maple White. January 29th in Boston, 12 points, 4 boards, 4 assists, a steal, 2 threes, 38% from the field. January 31st at the Raptors, 6 points, 4 boards, 8 assists, a steal, a block, 2 threes, 22% from the field. And February 2nd at the Pistons, 14 points, 3 boards, 5 assists, a block, 66% from the field. So right now playing 35 minutes a game is Damusu. He qualifies at point guard, shooting guard, small forward, good versatility. And like I said, with LaVine out of town, someone's going to pick up that scoring a little bit. And he definitely could be the guy right now that could do that. Next guard's Jose Alvarado of the New Orleans Pelicans. So now with DeJounte Murray out for the season, tearing the Achilles, he's going to step in and play more minutes. Obviously, he's Alvarado. And he was injured for the majority of the season as well. On the year, 9.7 points a game, 2 rebounds, 4.1 assists, 1.3 steals, 2.2 threes, and 40% from the field on the season for Alvarado. So we know his specialty is stealing the basketball decent three-point shooter, good facilitator as well in the assist category. And like I said, now with Murray unfortunately out for the season, and the minutes are going to tick up, and we saw it in the first game with Murray out. He played 34 minutes in that one, January 27th at the Raptors. No points, 3 boards, 3 assists, a block in that one. January 29th versus Dallas, 11 points, 3 assists, a steal, 3 threes, 80% from the field. And January 31st versus Boston, 20 points, 3 boards, 6 assists, a steal, a block, 3 threes, 42% from the field. So now I think there could be possibly some deals here with this Pelican team. Maybe we see a Brandon Ingram get traded, even though we've barely seen him play this season. Zion Williamson, same thing with him as well. And if Luka Doncic could get traded, I think no one's untouchable anymore in the NBA, where things look like they're starting to get shaken up a little bit. So right now, with the Murray injury and possibly a couple of those big names getting traded away, what opens up more opportunities for Alvarado. He's definitely a guard to get off the wire this week, and he's available right now 70% of fantasy leagues. And the final guard I looked at is Aaron Wiggins of the OKC Thunder. So Aaron Wiggins coming off a monster game right now. He's available in 96% of fantasy leagues. So on the season for Wiggins, 10 points a game, 3.6 rebounds, 1.6 assists, 1.4 threes, and 48% from the field. In the last couple weeks, 13.2 points a game, 4.8 boards, 1.2 assists, 1.6 threes, and 45% from the field here for Wiggins. So like I said, coming off that 41-14 game, he's been a main piece all season for this bench in OKC is Wiggins. But like I said, it's a fluky game, obviously, but still, anytime a guy pops off for a big game like that, you go to the waiver wire and you pick him up, and if he doesn't do nothing for a week or two, then you drop him back. January 26th at Portland, 4 points, a board, a steal, 33% from the field. January 29th at the Warriors, 2 points, 2 boards, and assist, 20% from the field. February 1st versus the Kings, 41 points, 14 boards, 3 assists, 6 threes, 53% from the field. So right now, Wiggins coming off that big game. I know it could be a fluky type of thing, but we've seen some decent games from Wiggins as well this season. But like I said, anytime someone comes off a big game, I'd take a shot at them for a couple games at least and see what they can do. So that's a few guards I looked at off the wire for week 15 of the fantasy basketball season.